Why don't I trust women? 6 tips to regain confidence in women. Sentimental mistrust shows the insecurity a person feels towards another after previous disappointments. This distrust is especially significant when it is not interpreted individually, but universally. For example, when a man comes to the conclusion that he does not trust any woman. This is a clear example that the problem is not found in an external reason, but it is oneself that projects its distrust in a subjective way. Why don't I trust women? This is the question that whoever is in a situation of these characteristics asks himself. In Psychology Online, we advise you to find the answer. Defense mechanism. If you want to know why you do not trust women, you have to keep in mind that, many times, it is nothing more than a defense mechanism. Whoever is in this situation has lived the pain of putting his expectations on women who defrauded his confidence. The most important knowledge is the one that is based on one's experience. For this reason, whoever has the bad luck to go through a similar situation of lack of love or disappointment with different people can lose their faith in love gradually. There is no true love without trust. He who no longer trusts women have not reached this point solely by the experience of heartbreak. He has observed something more in the intentions of the people he has been with. For example, he may have realized that someone played with his illusions and never apologized for it. When a man no longer trusts women, he has come to the conclusion of extracting general thoughts from individual actions. That is, he has made the idea that all women are the same in absolute truth. He has not arrived at this thesis in an arbitrary way but by the common characteristics of stories lived with different people and at different times. The lack of faith, in this type of circumstance, is the result of pain and suffering not resolved and overcome. It is a past pain that remains very present in the memory. And, therefore, this past interferes negatively in the present of the one who, when meets someone interesting, says to himself this negative message of distrust. 6 tips to regain confidence in women. Now that you know why you do not trust women, then let's help you. A man can lose confidence in women, but fortunately, he can also recover it. How to achieve this purpose? 1. Try to assume your part of responsibility in the sentimental situations that you have lived previously. Do not just look at how that person behaved with you. It is important that you also reflect on why you fell in love and chose to have a story with that someone who at the time seemed special. 2. If you put people to the test, then they move away. When you do not trust women and you know someone you like, that previous thought makes that person feel questioned and judged by you, even if you do not realize it. You behave as if you have to show yourself more things than you have to show her. Remember that love is only possible from equality and reciprocity. 3. When you meet a person, you have doubts about how the future may evolve between you. But that woman also has the same level of concern because she does not know you as much as to have blind faith in your words. Therefore, from now on, try to transcend to your own point of view to observe the reality of others from empathy. 4. Start with friendship. Before engaging in a relationship, you can take your time to get to know that person from the level of friendship where you can observe their way of being, their behavior, and their values without being involved on a sentimental level. In that case, live this period calmly since time will give you the security to make decisions. 5. Falling in love is a constant invitation to leave the comfort zone. It is incompatible to open the heart to someone and follow that foreseeable life framework. Assume that every time you fall in love there is a risk that reality will break your expectations, but there is also the alternative possibility of living a happy and prosperous love. However, if you position yourself from the beginning in distrust, then, you increase the risk of falling into the trap of your own self-fulfilling prophecy. What you believe, finally, is fulfilled. 6. Watch the love stories starring other people. Not only through cinema or literature, in real life, but you can also see how the world surprises you with the birth of new loves. As a human being, you can not only learn from your own experience but also, from the experiences of others. If other people fall in love and are reciprocated, why don't you trust that the same thing can happen to you if you want this to happen in your life? Remember this message from Emily Dickinson: all we know about love is that love is all there is. If you want to learn more men dating tips, click here to check the best program to help you conquer any woman you like.